This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
What's up, pal?
Not much, buddy.
Dude, you look chipper today.
Well, I train hard. I do jiu-jitsu a lot.
I know, dude.
And making progress. I put arrows in my quiver, so I'm doing well.
The shirt's nice, though.
Yeah, shirt's nice. It's a tight little.
It's new.
Tight.
Is it new?
True Classic thing.
Oh, that's True Classic?
Yep.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I like it.
I didn't know they have button-ups.
Little collar. Yeah, I got some nice button-ups too. Nice.
Yeah, you dressed appropriate. You dressed age appropriate.
I had to
today.
go to my son's school where he had to teach me. So it was. He's 4, and so you go there and he shows you what he does in school.
That's cool.
So I had to dress.
Yeah, you
up.
didn't want to dress like an asshole.
Yeah.
You didn't want to wear sandals.
No. I saw some sandals in the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
disgusting.
I was like, no.
To bring your dad to
Yeah,
school day?
you got to be a little bit presentable.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right, man. Dude, when it rains, it pours.
Uh-oh.
When it rains, it pours. We talked about it started with my with the Jeep engine blowing up. Yeah. That I can navigate, right? I have connections to figure that out. And then someone hit my truck yesterday.
They hit your truck.
Took out the tail light. Some young kid in a fucking U-Haul, and he gets out and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my job." And he's like, "Oh shit, I know you." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you fucked up my truck." Dude.
Now he recognizes you.
Yeah, but I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it."
You just let him go.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what
I don't want him to lose his job.
That's
Also, I get another tail light coming today. I'll just swap it out. It's not the end of the
I got hit. This guy fucked my car up. And he gets out and he's just like 50 or 45 and things are not going well. He's like this. He's looking at me like, sorry. And he's sweating and he's trying to get somewhere. He's working shitty job. And he's just like,
I'll just get out of here.
He looks at me,
man.
he goes, I can I pay you? I don't have insurance. And he was a mess.
Depends how bad it is.
I could just tell this guy was on his lap.
Yeah.
He was just having a hard day.
Yeah.
And I just was like, this is going to cost me at least $1,500. But I was like,
it was like
fuck
damage.
it.
Yeah.
I go. He goes, really? I go, yeah, dude.
Yeah, just get out of here.
He goes, God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, I told this guy, I'm like, I don't want you losing your job, man. It's a tail light. I'll figure it out.
You figure it out. I don't want you to lose your job over my fucking
So then I'm dealing with all that, and then I get a call from my mom.
Uh-oh.
Several calls. And me and my mom talked. We text every week, but then get a call. I'm driving back with Tiger from baseball practice. It's 8:30 at night. Tiger can't eat fast food. He gets it maybe once a month. He can pick any day and he'll get fast food, saying he loves P. Terry's. So we're driving to P. Terry's, and my mom keeps calling. I'm like, man, why does my mom keep calling? Finally answer. I go, what's up, mama? And she goes, I have cancer.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of cancer?
Breast cancer. I'm like, fuck, dude.
That's really tough.
Heavy. And she didn't realize Tiger's in the car.
Oh my God.
And Tiger goes, Grandma? And she goes, oh, my mom's like me. She cuts a lot. She goes, oh, fuck, I'm sorry, which made me laugh. But, and then Tiger's like, what? Because he was really close to his great grandma.
Yeah.
She lived with us until she passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
So Tiger hears cancer.
Yeah.
He equals cancer to death.
Yeah.
Dude, lost it.
And so is she...
Breast cancer there, because she was in England, because she's from there, right? So she's visiting family, and this like a month or two ago, and she had like a lump, I guess. And my mom's like me, she's like, fuck it, I don't have cancer, we'll figure it out. And then her sister Nubby was like, no, because she had breast cancer. She's like, no, you need to go get a mammogram. And my mom's like, I'm not doing that shit. Why would I have cancer? And then I guess it started...
Because it's cancer.
It started getting worse. And then she went in, cancer.
And the thing about being older, how old is she now?
71.
Yeah, apparently when you're older, it's a slower moving thing, so they can usually kind of
that's why she'll find out today. She has to have emergency surgery. They'll find out today if it's spread.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm waiting.
That's
on.
the main thing. Like if it gets
as if it's just localized and they can just cut that lump out, then mama's fine.
Pretty curable.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I was looking up stats last night. Breast cancer might be the best one to have.
Yeah.
As long as it didn't spread to like the lymph nodes. And
Yeah,
shit.
you don't want it, as long as it's not metastatic,
Sorry, dude.
Like, fuck, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I come home.
Shocking. It's shocking.
I mean, is it? Or is it just life, dude? Like as you get older, shit just keeps popping up. And then I was home, my father-in-law and mother-in-law, Letty and Steve are there, and Joe's there, and they're like, we're so sorry, all the other shit I'm dealing with right now. There's just a million things. And Steve was like, and me and my wife was like, I don't get, how are you not just fucking freaking out? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
I don't freak out because I don't freak out.
I was like, it's not what I do.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to get to work. Like, what's that going to do? That
Yeah.
doesn't move the ball down the field.
No, that's it.
And then I told her, I said, I remember, I said, no matter what happens this year, it's all good because Billy started walking.
That's
Everything
right.
else is whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, I said, no, you guys are taking it for, it's just, she's running now. She's like running around the house now. She's a little critter running all over, yelling. She's so loud now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But they're around it we're around it nonstop. So you're like, oh, that's what she does now. I don't forget what we went through when we found out she might not walk.
Yeah.
So every day I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's
great.
good.
Everything else is great.
We're good.
Can you bring up Anne Frank's father?
Oh, wow.
I think 1951 or something, looking at the attic he hid in. I saw this that I thought was interesting. So, Anne Frank's father lost his entire family. She died of typhus in a concentration camp. Revisiting the attic where they hid from the Nazis, he was the only surviving family member, 1960. He's just looking at where his family was, where they hid for, I think it was 2 years.
That was me last night.
Yeah. And Scott Galloway said, he's a professor, and he said, I look at that that picture, no matter what kind of day I'm having, I don't have to go back and look at where my entire family, my children.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
She said,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's perspective.
Could get worse.
No, it's perspective. That is exactly what you're saying. You're saying my daughter's walking, so it could be way worse.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're saying. And that's a good example of just a reminder that, damn, she died of typhus. And she said, Anne Frank said, despite everything, I still believe in the inherent good of people. And he said, she shames me with her belief in humanity.
I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a heavy example, but it's a real one. So be thankful. Yeah. Hard to do though. I agree. I hate the could be worse.
It doesn't.
Because a lot of times what that does is it makes me more guilty that I'm upset. I'm like, fuck. Okay, it could be worse. So I don't have a right to feel this way. It's not that helpful, but it's perspective. It's just perspective. That's all.
I just gotta keep it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car stuff. I don't fucking know.
The car stuff. One little thing on your car and you lose your mind, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm still driving the truck today because the taillight TRX is down too.
TRXs?
Yeah, it's leaking oil, but I got this new part coming today. I'm waiting on it.
Is it true that Ferraris are always in the shop?
Nah, not recent ones. Like maybe the older ones, but now, no. There's really all that shit with cars being unreliable.
No longer, right?
Not really. You gotta be a real fucking McAsshole.
So
and just not take
what's
care
the
of
most
it.
reliable? Porsche?
Porsche, yeah, hands down. I mean, obviously, like the what is it?
I saw a guy looking at that one
Hyundai.
off-road
Porsche Dakar. It's a Dakar.
You should see his face. He was looking at like he was looking at it. He works over here and he's looking at the Porsche and you just see his face. It's like this, like he's in a little bit of pain.
I told you when we walked by it yesterday.
Made you sad.
Yeah, there's certain cars I'll stare at.
Like there's
like,
your mom having cancer and then there's the Dakar.
Yeah, it's like one A, one B. Yeah, because I'll probably
If we put you on a sad meter, the needle hits about the same.
Yeah, and I just wish they would get it out. Like I had to fucking walk by it today. Like I'll never have a Dakar. It's not happening.
Never.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And the bummer about those Porsches is like if you can get allocated one, first of all, it's impossible. Say you do, whatever they're 300 something grand, 360 grand. That's the cheapest it will ever be. Ever. You're not going to be like, well, I'll just wait 2 years like the other cars. I think they're like 600-700 grand now. If you could buy one.
Damn. What are they retail?
I'm obsessed. Like 300. So go to what you could get one for. Again,
But you can't buy them.
no, you got to get allocated one. You got to be the fucking club. I'm obsessed with off-road Porsches. 223 grand. Base. That's
But you
base
could never,
price.
you could never buy them. I mean, you know.
Yeah. So if
And you were
get
so right about that. 400 grand. Ah,
350, 400. Good luck finding one for 350. Yeah, I love them. I love off-road Porsches.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
A lot of people don't. Like my brother's a Porsche purist. He doesn't dig them. Rogan doesn't dig them either. I send it to him all the time. He's like, dude, I can't stand those things.
Really?
I go, buddy, I can't get enough of them.
Yeah, because you can
A
drive
lifted
it
Porsche is
anywhere.
so cool to me.
You can drive it anywhere, right?
They're just so cool. It's just different. I like different
and
shit.
it's made by Porsche. It's not made in by
That
another.
Dakar is made by Porsche. The ones I like, that one's not made by Porsche.
That's-
There's companies out there that do the off-road kits on them. I can't get enough of them.
Really?
Yeah, you know how you like big black dicks? Like that's
Yeah.
your thing?
Yes.
I fucking love
Yeah.
a lifted
Big black dicks.
Porsche 911 with off-road tires. I
Right.
can't emphasize enough
Yep.
how much I love that.
Yep. So that's like me and BBCs.
Yeah.
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 Like, you know how you love like a big jack black cock?
Yeah. Well, a Jack guy,
Jack cock.
a Jack darker man,
Black, yeah.
or just like Latin,
Sure.
like golden brown.
Yeah.
But with a heavy piece.
Yep. That's your
Yeah.
thing? Off-road
Well, I'll
Porsches is
stare
my
at it
thing.
for a long time.
But you know how like
lament.
you're never really gonna put one in your mouth. Like we joke about it, but you're never gonna actually take one down.
Right, I'm not going to take one.
I'm
down.
never gonna have off-road Porsche either. That's
Yeah.
the similarities. I mean, I could like I've thought about just buying like.
You're ultimately, when push comes to shove, you ain't doing it.
No, I'll get one. This is how I'm gonna do it though. I'm not gonna get that Dakar. It's just not happening. They're too expensive. But I'll find like a salvage title 911. I'll strip it all down and I'll put the off-road kit on it.
It's like the difference between
That
somebody
cost me
who-
maybe 60 grand.
It's the difference between somebody who does cocaine because it's there, because some hot girl's like, want to do some blow in the bathroom, versus buying cocaine. That's how I look at it. If you're gonna go buy it and get a dealer,
Yeah.
that's now you're a drug guy.
Yeah.
But if it's just there
Just there.
and you're on vacation and you're young and she likes you, you're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
Don't do drugs, kids. I'm just using it as an example.
Dude, have you been? You get those off the screen before you get sad. So I've already had a tough night.
Yeah.
I'll get one. Watch. I'll get one. Just watch. I'll fucking get one. Have you been following that? Was it Guthrie, the missing woman thing?
Yeah, you were a
Did you
little
see-
off, weren't you?
No.
Oh, you weren't off.
Well, I said that one guy who's clearly guilty of something, but maybe not the murder. Guilty of something. Maybe not this
I mean, he's
case.
clearly guilty of something.
No, that guy's evil.
Might be on the Epstein list, but
That
other than
guy's
that,
evil. But did you see the video? Have you seen the footage they got?
no.
Oh, wow.
At Pluto TV, we're celebrating Black History Month with our free curated collection of Black entertainment.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Catch award-winning films like Dreamgirls, Monsters Ball, and Selma.
We must make a massive demonstration.
Iconic hits like School Days and Set It Off. Plus full seasons of shows like Tyler Perry's Sisters and Power.
I got you.
It's star-studded brilliant Black entertainment, and it's all free.
It's getting good.
This month and always on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Oh, wow. So
I saw a little of it. He's in a mask and stuff.
he's in
Scary.
Is it? The people are like, this is what terror looks like. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I didn't see much craziness with
Terror.
this.
That guy comes to my house, I'm going to piss down his throat.
I'm gonna. Well, you want to be hiding so when he comes in, you can shoot him in the face.
No, I don't want to shoot him. I want to hurt him with my bare hands.
Yeah. Do some
But
shit.
here's how you know it's amateur. You ready for this? This is how you know I watch my crime docs. His gun, you ever see his gun holster? It's a gun holster that's made to go inside your pants.
Yeah.
So you can pull, so it's discretionary. He has it in the front like an asshole. Clearly, he's not savvy.
Yeah,
enough.
but that might be because when you sit down, it doesn't.
He's not sitting down. He's going
When
to
he gets in
fucking
his car,
grab
so-
an old fucking lady.
When he gets in his car,
Yeah,
what's
but-
that? What's he
But,
doing?
there's a few signs where he's amateur. There's a few signs.
Is he putting vegetation on the camera?
Yeah.
Trying to cover it. So stupid.
Yeah, look how stupid it is. He also has a mustache. Now, you ready for this? This is going to be a hot take. Follow me before you fucking interrupt me.
Okay.
Follow me before you go down your cuck. The government, just listen to me.
All right.
This is where this gets hairy. This is where it's going to get super hairy, and it's going to cause a divide.
Yeah.
There is a chance, I'm not saying it's for sure, and take politics out. There's a chance, because this does happen in New Mexico, Arizona, parts of Texas, where illegal immigrants commit some crime. Regular citizens create crime too. I'm just saying there's a chance this could be some sort of illegal immigrant thing because they've had crime down there from illegal immigrants. If they find out that this is an illegal immigrant or it's connected to some cartel ring, dude, again, take whatever you feel about illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Think of the divide it's going to cause in this nation.
That's very interesting.
Weird.
It'll be a rallying cry.
Could this be a Trojan horse? Also, what else is the news covering? There's a ton going on. The Epstein files. Oh wow! Have you seen the pictures they released recently of Epstein with young women, or all the new notes people going?
I've not, but
it's horrendous shit, dude.
Really
horrible shit.
Yeah,
horrible shit.
You mean he was a monster?
Oh yeah, we knew that. So the Epstein stuff's getting even dicier.
Yeah.
Remember all the fraud in Minneapolis? You don't hear anything about that. Remember
No, you don't hear anything about that.
Nothing. Well, ICE.
Well, that's now ICE had to pull back.
What about ICE?
They're working out of jail.
Yeah, sure. But what about ICE? Like those two people that were killed.
Well,
nothing about
now
that.
the idea is, does ICE, is it constitutional for them to wear masks? Do you make them take off their masks?
Yeah, California made them take off their masks.
All these questions.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, all this Palestine, whatever happened to Ukraine, all that stuff's still going on.
Yeah, of course.
But 24/7 news coverage on this 84-year-old white woman getting kidnapped is the narrative.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So is there a chance?
You don't think this is a Trojan horse?
Do they think she's in Mexico, or do they?
They have no clue. They have no leads. They've dropped the ball. They have no fucking idea what's going on.
They don't have any idea still.
The only thing they have is this footage because the FBI
I thought
went
they had
in.
a suspect in custody.
They have a suspect. I think that
Because you had me all about the brother-in-law.
who knows? He might still be connected.
I mean,
But I'm just saying,
I was like, he's a poet. A man says he was detained.
He was
for
released,
questioning.
but this was the neighbor, and the mom came out and was like,
Wow.
he didn't do shit." But all I'm saying is, isn't it weird? This is 24/7. Now, just so you know, there are children, other adults that get kidnapped. You ever seen how many kids get kidnapped a day? It's the numbers out astonishing.
Yeah.
There's nothing that happens every day.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how the news decides what to focus on?
so interesting.
And this is 24/7 coverage.
It's also so weird. Like you kidnapped a famous journalist's mother. You know you're going to get a lot of attention. It's not that she has that much money.
She makes $8 million a year, Bubba. And she's
Yeah.
done it for 25 years.
But there are other people that have, that's a lot of money.
That's a ton of money.
$8 million a year, so you're saving maybe more.
More.
You're clearing $5 million a year.
And
clearing.
she's made that for how many years now?
Wow.
20. So she has the money. That's why she said she can pay it. But then also they know. They know who, like, and then she lives by her house. She's here. Dude, I'm just saying, the worst case scenario for the current climate of America is if this is done by illegal immigrants and they did kill her, which most likely they did. If she's dead, buddy, the fraction it's going to cause.
What do you think happens?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It just we get more divided, and then Trump's going to run on making sure the borders even closed even more than they already are. We don't want illegal. This is why. So it pushes the whole narrative, and then the left right now is kind of fucked because in the Epstein files it came out.
It's a lot of Democrats, a lot of Democratic power structure.
There's both, but yeah, a lot of Democrats, but then,
also rich people.
But then they also played them. Like Elon Musk and Trump are playing checkers while everybody else is playing chess.
What do you mean?
Oh, because remember we thought there was a feud between them. Elon goes, Trump's in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
You need to release him.
Yeah.
And Donald's like, no, I'm not going to release him. Actually, I am. Check it out.
Well, his brother.
They've had these files forever, by the way.
I know.
It's not like they just got them.
Yeah.
Trump, they're aware of it. Elon's aware of it, right? So Elon and Trump are fighting, blah, blah, blah. Release him. You're in the files. And the whole media goes crazy. Everyone's like, yeah, Trump's in the files. That's why he's keeping him. Trump goes, I'll release him. Fuck it. You know what? I didn't want to do it. I'm going to do it. What do we find out? That Trump in 2012 notified authorities and goes, you guys need to look into Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. They're fucking devils.
He found out about it.
Not only did he find out, not only did he find out about it, he reported it.
Look that up. I think it was even earlier, right?
Might have been 2008.
Earlier,
might have been
I think it
2008.
was before that, he said, you got to look into, he banned him from our law.
Hold on. This is in an email to them. This is in all the DOJ, all the thing they released.
Wow.
This is Trump going, get these fucking two in prison right now.
Damn. Hold on.
20 years ago.
It was 20 years ago. Hold on. that everyone knew about Epstein called Maxwell evil. Wow.
And
wow.
here's what's great.
And I thought too, I was talking to somebody who's kind of really follows this stuff and kind of, pretty influential. And they said that these next 3 million files, this is going to be bigger than Watergate or anything, because the people it's going to take down it's crazy. And I thought that that Trump was going to be in really implicated.
That's what they want. That's what they want you to think.
Wow.
So Trump goes, no, I can't. Okay.
Thank God, goodness, you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this.
That was 20 years ago, Bubba.
You just said Trump told.
Hey, the only thing the Epstein files about Trump is him reporting him to the police. And you know what's even more hilarious? ABC, CNN, NBC all had to report that yesterday.
So everybody,
how great is that?
Yeah. So check this out. So I talked to somebody who's really smart and follows this
Yeah, you
stuff.
keep saying you got somebody.
And I said, I want to know, why are we not hearing more about like I said, the people who was the one who was able to say with the power, who had the power to tell the Florida Police Department to stand down or give him the sweetheart plea deal? And who had the power to tell the press, you can't talk about this? Like, that's crazy power, right? This is where people like Sam Tripoli are like, there's somebody running a lot. And I'm like, no. But now you see this and you go, well, somebody had to have outlandish amount of power, right? And why do we not hear about it? Like, I want to know who literally said, well, Brian, we're covering for, but he said this, listen, stop for a second. He said this, he said, well, what happens probably is somebody who's kind of official in intelligence calls up the police department and they say, look, I know you've got this pedophile or you got this scumbag. You have 40 underage witnesses. If you expose him, you could be putting a whole bunch of our intelligence operatives at risk.
Or you're not going to become the chief of police and
whatever it is,
Beach, whatever
it is. But they say something like that where they go, "This is a matter of national security."
Yeah, maybe.
I know, right? I don't see that.
I'm not buying that.
What I'm trying to say is that he floated that idea because I said, I don't understand how anybody could cover for this guy.
Because you're talking about the most powerful politicians in the fucking world. But then also, I'm
talking about the investigation.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Like, you don't even know
that's a different side of it. I'm with you, but I'm saying as far as the public getting familiar with this, well, who owns the networks? Who owns CNN? Who owns Fox? Who owns these
powerful
ABC?
People. Yeah,
these people who are also
they play. So they also play ball. So they play ball.
Yes.
But they play ball. Like, so if you go to the editor-in-chief of the New York Times and say, this is really sensitive information. If you release it, people could die in the field. And they go, all right, well, hold off. That's always been the case. It's always been the case.
I hear you. It's not with this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Not with this. They go to who owns it. They go to the top dog.
Okay, then my question is, who? Why would there be why would there be an apparatus of people who would cover for this monster? You had 40 underage witnesses. We knew he was a complete scumbag in 2008. This guy should have been in jail for the rest of his life. No questions asked, without even questions.
Because those people that could make the changes, they were probably communicating with him. They're probably involved with him, and he probably has a lot of shit on him. Who goes, come after me.
Right.
Go ahead. Come after me.
Right.
I'm releasing the fuck. If I'm going down, you're going down. And they go, whoa, hold on.
Right.
Hey guys. And they call, hey man.
Right.
This isn't the guy.
Yeah. So he had the goods on some very powerful people.
The most powerful.
And the most powerful. And so they all covered for him.
Yes. Because they're like, oh fuck.
Okay, now
now this is where it gets weird. Now some of those people, it's a lot of underage and there's innocent kids and sex trafficking. That's one fucking horrible dark side. Some of the dark side is just very powerful dudes going to the island or going to New York and fucking young models. Maybe they're 21, 20, they're of age, but they're married with kids.
Yeah.
So they're like, whoa, hold on.
Right,
hold on.
Yeah.
No. All right, let me make some calls because I don't want to blow up my marriage. Lose half my shit.
My reputation.
Also, I'm running again this year.
All
That's
stuff.
what it is.
Of course.
So you're dealing with a super high level.
Yeah.
And then you're dealing with a super dark level who are like, we cannot.
Yeah, and I'm sure that there were two camps.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure they all.
Well, it's like the Vatican.
They all come
it's
together.
like the Vatican.
Oh,
the Vatican. That French journalist said, it's gay men over here, pedophiles over here, and they're both covering for each other.
Yeah.
because
And now this is the only time they're all on the same.
so evil.
And this is the only time they're all on the same team.
can you imagine living in this world? It's so dark, dude.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
This is the only time they're all on the same team. It's not you're not Democrat. We're not Republican. We're in the same.
Okay, so
dark
then my
fucking
question is, will these
team.
next 3 million emails, like, what is it going to show? And like, do you think there'll ever be any arrests?
Nope.
No. So it'll just be reputation destruction, but no arrests.
And even reputation, it like to the masses, they're not they're not online like we are. Where they're learning.
Oh,
about
everybody's
it.
on. Everybody. I feel like everybody's.
I don't think so. Like no, I'm talking like
Yeah.
50. Not you because
Yeah.
it's our job. But like
Right.
like my dad has no clue.
Right.
My dad's like, wait, what?
Right. But
He saw the Trump stuff, but he doesn't know the darkness and who's implicated.
Most people are so fired up about this. Like I didn't realize how fired up people were until I got all the comments.
Yeah.
On YouTube, where I was like,
terrible thing.
I'm saying he's a monster. I don't mean, but I think people thought I was making excuses for this fucking crazy motherfucker, which I'm of course not.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also people hate it so much because they feel like the elite don't play by the same rules, get away with everything, are hypocrites, and the rest of us
but then
are not.
But then
by the way, nobody makes money anymore. You ever try saving money?
Oh, I know. But
Try saving money. Like, nobody can save money.
And that same government that's protecting all these horrible pedophiles and these evil people, if you miss your tax payment, they're throwing you in prison or they're taking your property.
Yeah, but also they've also rigged the economic system.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it.
So you're not playing by the market. They're just rigging the system and making like literally $300 million.
But here's the thing, and Americans are just putting up with it. What if all of a sudden...
I don't think Americans are anymore. I think that's why.
What are you going to do?
Well, Pam Bondi is now...
My thing is with all this tax fraud, all this shit, all that stuff in Minneapolis, now they're going to California, they're discovering stuff there.
Yeah.
He can go to each state and do it.
Yeah.
We know all the fraud going on, all this horrible shit. What if Americans went, no, hold on. Hold the fuck up. We're not paying taxes. Everyone across the board, what are they going to do? What the fuck would they do? What would they do?
Yeah. Yeah. I think what happens is that we get I think what happens is if you want to take attention away from the real issue, you create a bunch of noise over here.
Like this kidnapping.
Yeah.
It's a Trojan horse. Don't get me wrong. Some old lady's in some trouble. Cool. There's not cool.
But wait,
you know what I'm
Trojan horse, who do you think is behind the Trojan horse thing?
I don't know, Bubba. I don't know. But it sure is a hell of a distraction because I'm a crime junkie myself. I can't get enough of it. I'm not thinking about Palestine. I'm not thinking about
You're
Ukraine.
not a good detective, though, because I was all set to arrest you.
That guy's evil. No,
Just because of his beard and the way he looked, you were like, that guy is definitely evil.
Yeah, I don't know if
he's a poet.
Listen, I don't know if he's involved in this crime, but he's doing some crime on the side.
I was like,
stick
what
by
in
that.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's all dark, man. It's all dark.
What are the? I don't
go down that rabbit
what
hole
are the
too
new?
much.
What are the new findings? So what are the new findings? So Trump warned about Epstein
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
And him and
barred him
Elon
from- hold on.
Him and Elon were playing a different game.
Trump really said he had no knowledge of Epstein's sex crimes. He has also claimed that he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago after he found out the financier was poaching spa club employees. Okay. Oval Office any suspicion of Epstein molesting underage women. Trump said, no, I had no idea. I had no idea. I haven't spoken to him in many, many years. But he did warn about.
He called
did
the
warn
cops,
about
Brian.
it.
He called the authorities on him 20 years ago.
Whoa. Wow. Man, people can't hide from this thing. This is like, it's going to follow there must be the most powerful people in the world quaking in their boots right now.
I don't know.
I mean,
Because they were able to hide JFK and there's so many people involved. And remember,
yeah, but you got 3 million
But also,
more.
you were alive back then. You were what, in your 20s? When
Yeah.
JFK got assassinated, people forget. The public wasn't like, okay, Harvey Lee Oswald did it. That makes sense. They were super upset. Nobody bought it back then.
Yeah.
They were up in arms about like, no, hold the fuck up. Warren Report, the public was like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, you know what's funny is the
And then
culture, our
there's
culture
nothing.
has changed so much. Back then,
Vietnam.
if you saw like, again, if you saw a 40-year-old man with like a 18-year-old girl, nobody even batted an eye in a club. It was like, if she's dating some beautiful girl. You wouldn't even ask that. You'd see her. She'd probably be 20 and 19, 18, and she'd be with some dude who's like, some sugar daddy who's super rich. You still see that, but you saw that all the time in New York City.
Yeah.
It was almost the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And so nobody was even I don't think anybody was even aware. Like it was Like all these dark things that we talk about, like pedophilia and stuff, everybody knew they were around, but they were over there. And in our mind, because we didn't have this in our face, it was a rare evil thing. You had to worry about your kid getting kidnapped and all that shit. But there was just something about money and celebrity that seemed, it was kind of held up on a pedestal.
Oh yeah.
And people thought of it as kind of like, it was secretive, but it was more like secretive in a glorious way.
Yeah, it was like an elite
you wanted
club.
to be part of that
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
You didn't think of it as
Yeah.
dark. You wanted to be part of that party because it was like where all the cool kids hung out, right? Now, what's different is in 2026, and it's been happening for a while, you start to realize, oh, there was a lot of dark shit going on. For me even, like I'm like,
Horrible shit.
you know what I mean? You're like, dang, like people used to always say a lot of bad stuff about certain people, right? And you're like, I don't know, they seem really successful. Maybe it's jealousy. And then you go, hold on, scumbags.
Forever.
You do meet people some of the people I've met, you kind of go, wow, you're so ambitious. You would eat your own children, right?
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus.
It's bad people.
Yeah. Yeah. You read about the Clintons and the way they behaved and stuff like that.
But even back in the day, like if you watch that Marilyn Monroe doc on Netflix, that poor fucking girl, man. The shit she had to do to get roles in.
Dude,
raped all the time.
My fucking
slept like with so many dudes.
Yeah,
and she was only
my
back to get
girlfriend
parts.
had read her biography.
It's horrible.
And it was crazy what she had to
horrible,
deal with.
horrible.
But women had to deal with that all the time in Hollywood.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah. No, not nearly as much. Not nearly as much. But they had to deal with that shit all the time. The worst
wild.
of the worst, you
Wild.
can imagine. And those men, those nerds, those kind of guys who became powerful, they looked like curmudgeon. They were just,
Harvey
they looked like
Weinstein.
Jabba the Hutt.
Harvey Weinstein.
That was
Legit monsters.
And and if you didn't play ball, you didn't work.
Yeah.
They could ruin your career. Disgusting.
Yeah, the more you look into things, the it's just it's dark. I mean, there's more slaves.
I look
there's
at
more
it-
slaves today
Yeah, I
than
look
there's
at it-
ever been in the history of mankind.
Ultimately, I think this is very good because it just forces you see the truth. You see the truth. You see the veil comes down, and now we're living in. And I think you know what the Epstein files is going to do. I think the biggest thing, and I was just talking about this yesterday. The most powerful people in the world are going to realize that ultimately they can't get away with their shit. At the end of the day, you can't get away with it.
Maybe
there will
because
always
right now
be,
they're getting away with it. Yeah,
I don't know, they are.
Yeah,
look at England.
Their lives
Keir
aren't changing.
Starmer may have to step down
You're
just for appointing.
You're talking about England. In America, there's been nothing. There's nothing.
Well, for
Nothing.
now there has been nothing. But I bet you Steve Bannon is hiding. I bet you, people when you start to see this stuff,
But what's going to happen? So C. Benton has to go into hiding. He got away with it.
got away with it. Got away
There's
with
no
it.
prison time. There's nothing.
Yeah, but your whole life is under scrutiny.
How much? Bring up how much Steve Bannon's worth.
I don't think.
How old is he?
Probably
70?
my age.
Let's go age
He's
first.
probably my age.
72.
First of all,
shit,
he's
old.
72.
All right.
Go to net worth.
I don't think he has that much money, does he? I mean, I don't think they could tell you, but how much?
No, that's Donald Trump. It says
No, we don't want Donald Trump's. 30 million. Estimated worth 30 million.
How do these people have so much money?
So he got away with it. Oh no, you can go to hiding. You can go hide in your mansion. Okay.
I think
If you ask Steve Bannon again,
if this dude, listen, if Steve Bannon came out
worth as much as 48 million. Even.
Oh my God. If this guy came out, if it came out that he was actually going to help Jeffrey Epstein replenish his image after he knew what he was guilty of.
Ryan, it's out, buddy.
Well, then
you
you
gotta
don't- you
read
don't
the
walk-
fucking
you don't walk
files.
away from that, dude.
He's walking away from it.
No.
That's why America's up in arms.
But you're not
No
going to walk
one's-
away from it. You're going to walk away from it maybe legally. You're not going to walk away from it.
He he got away with it.
But you don't walk away from it reputation.
He has 50 million in the bank.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna be living in
everywhere that guy goes. He's a scumbag. You don't think people are going to be like, "Hey, you're a scumbag"?
No, because his circle of friends are all scumbags. They're still having parties. They're still going on vacation together. They're still
I don't
flying on
think so.
private jets.
I don't
Guarantee
think
it.
so. I don't
Guarantee
think
it.
so. There's
You think
no way.
all that stops?
That guy's kryptonite. He's
No,
like,
his friends are all fucking scumbag. You think that guy's hanging out with quality people?
yeah, but look at how
His
we're talking
friends-
about him.
Who
I'm telling
gives
you.
a fuck about us? His life doesn't change because you and I are talking
guarantee
shit.
his life changes. I guarantee.
I bet you it doesn't. His
There's-
quality of life does not change. That's the problem.
I think
B.
you're wrong.
That's
I
the
think you're wrong.
problem.
I think that he is having the worst day of his life right now, and should.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, I think he should. Yeah,
Until he goes to fucking prison.
This guy wanted to be famous so badly,
Brian,
Like he's been a star fucker forever.
71.
He's
not even on social media, I bet. He's not going through comments on YouTube. I bet he's not. At 71?
I guarantee he's having the worst day. I mean, unless he's a total sociopath, which
Yeah,
which he is.
No, he doesn't give a fuck.
God.
Him and his scummy friends are still flying private.
So just like, so I think you're both right. If he has morals and ethics, then of course this quality of life goes down. But then you look at
Slept with underage kids. There's no morals or ethics. That went out the window,
he did
boys.
that? How do you know
He's in the files? He's
I didn't know he
best
did
friends
that.
with Epstein.
Well, hold on. No. He was. The guilt here is that you were willing to use your talents to revive someone's image. To me, that's all I got to hear.
That's guilty.
You're out.
Brian, best friends with Epstein. There's more communication between him and Epstein than anybody else. Best friends. There's selfies of them, countless selfies together at his house, all this stuff.
Unbelievable. Unfucking real.
You guys have got to get on board. It's not, he was just helping in the PR move.
I just said he's finished. I said he's done. I don't need to even know that.
I'm saying
I need
that's why
one
we're
fact.
upset. That's why we're upset.
What do you mean?
There's gonna be no lawsuit. There's no criminal. There's nothing.
You can't. Well, you can't.
He goes
you
to
can't
his mansion.
prosecute
He's sleeping
somebody
in his
for being a
mansion
scumbag.
tonight.
You can't prosecute somebody for being friends with scumbags. Right? You can't. You're.
I don't know how much evidence you fucking. Hopefully they find hardcore evidence.
That's not how our justice system works. You have to have evidence.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully they go through more files and there's actually hardcore evidence.
Have they released the next 3 million files?
No, they've only released those.
Why are they taking so long? Why is the rollout so slow? Because I want to know what's next.
It says publishes 3.5 responsive.
That was the last one.
Yeah, that's so many.
But how many are there?
Huh?
They've released.
I think there's 3 million more.
There's like 6.5 mil.
Yeah, think about that.
And
Crazy.
why are they releasing it the way they are? And why
know.
didn't we
I don't
get these
know.
earlier? What took so long?
I think because-
weren't we told there's nothing?
Yeah,
By
that's what's
countless
crazy.
people?
Well, that's why Pam Bondi right now is on the stand.
I don't know what this is, but it says over 6. The DOJ identified over 6 million pages in their possession.
Yeah,
I
so there
think-
goes
I think part of
lawmakers
it is
and critics
because they
argue
didn't
roughly
want-
3 million pages.
They
have
had to
not
go
been
over it
released.
to make sure that sensitive information about victims didn't get released and stuff, which it did. And that's what they really hated.
Let me finish my thought about the whole thing when you guys are arguing. So O.J. Simpson convicted, or not convicted. Everyone knows he killed, but then when he goes out in public, he's still celebrated
dude.
like a star.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like they still have
No,
fame.
listen, your whole life is reputation, bro. And when
Yeah,
your
but you see him
reputation
in Las
gets
Vegas, all
destroyed-
these chicks are coming out of him.
OJ still pulled massive
Yeah, it's
posts
like-
and was at clubs
they
every
still
night.
see a celebrity.
Difference is OJ didn't have money. That's OJ. He had his NFL pension, which they couldn't take, so he's making some money. But Steve Bannon is worth millions of dollars. He ain't going to the clubs. He's not in public. He's 71. He's good. That's what's fucking wrong with all this. But again, to your point, what do you?
Yeah.
If you're fucking Cash Patel, what do you? Yeah, I know he fucking sucks. He's evil.
Yeah, but
but
there's
we
not-
don't have actually
You got to have
physical evidence.
Yeah, you got to have evidence. That's why I keep going, okay, you're going to have a lot of names, okay? And we're going to be like, this, that, and the other thing. And everybody's going to have an opinion. And guess what, everybody?
Nothing happens.
No. Guess what, everybody? You still don't know who covered for him in 2008.
You're never gonna find out either, Bubba.
That's crazy to me. To me, that's what I want to
But
know.
you never really got the truth from
Who
JFK either.
in the fuck?
You know, you're talking about a president
Who
was
in the
killed.
fuck covered for this monster?
I know a president was fucking killed. We don't know the exact stories. They release files,
Yeah,
but
but-
again, and it's all like up in the air.
But if so, think about your life. If you were the kind of person that was like, yeah, he's really bad, but we're gonna have to cover for him for this, I'd be like, well, guys, you know that I always call it the stop everything button. This is my stop everything button. Hold on, 14-year-olds, stop.
no, but
Stop right there.
You're acting like these politicians are good people. They're all doing the same shit, so they're all like, "Yeah, we gotta figure this out."
I don't think it was even
Otherwise, we're all
politicians.
fucked.
I think this is some
there's politicians in there, Bubba.
some deep state intelligence, something that had enough power to make calls. That's what I need to know.
I think it's you're never.
Was it
gonna find
another
out.
country? What is going on?
You're never gonna find that out.
You're never
I
gonna
think
find
it's
out.
Americans. I think it's
And also,
in
who
general,
took
at
all
that top level, including politicians, are so fucking evil. They're evil, dude. They're fucking evil. Americans aren't first. They don't care about us. They don't care about us. Do you remember when they sent people to war? Operation Desert
It's
Storm?
just way more complicated than that, though. It is. That's not true. I think that's way too. It's too simplistic to say they're all evil. I think that there are people who are evil, but I think overall there was something that like this is what I'm asking. So there are two things going on. I guess if you were part of the program and you had a lot of power, you would figure out a way to shut it down. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
The people that were part of his ring were the ones who made the calls.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But
And that could be Bill Gates, that could be 1,000 people.
Super powerful people with all the
Did you
money.
hear Bill Gates? He goes, when she interviewed him, this woman, she said, something like, do you have any, like, he goes, well, he's dead now. He didn't even answer the question
I know.
about,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
But my thing with politicians being evil, like Gavin Newsom, most people are looking like he's not evil. He's just a career politician. If you're in his shoes and someone goes, hey man, you've been getting $6 billion a year for the homeless. We can prove that's not getting to them. And since you've been running fucking California, it's gotten worse, man. The homeless has never been worse. Can you do something? Is there something we can do? Or do we just keep growing the homeless? And we know this money's going over here, this money's going over here. $6 billion, dude. People are dying. Veterans
I
have
think
no...
what some people have is ambition over anything else, so they're willing to do whatever it takes to become president. That's called ambition. That's blind ambition.
I think you're giving too much grace, Bubba.
No, I'm just saying I think he's only interested in being president. I bet you he's probably way more conservative than he lets on.
Nah,
right?
he's a fucking complete
I
cuck.
think he could be whatever, he'll be whatever he has to be to become president. Let's put it that way.
Including people dying, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Pushing whatever narrative you want.
Yeah, I mean,
That's politician in a nutshell.
yeah. I think so a lot of times people are not evil that way. What they are is they think they're right and they're on the wrong
And that's
side
evil,
of the
buddy.
ideas.
That's fucking evil.
No, you can just be mistaken. You can just have an ideology that you think is good and ultimately it's, you're either too dumb or too
I don't give him that grace.
brainwashed.
I don't think he's a dumb guy. I don't think he's that dumb. Career politician, I don't think he's that dumb.
It's going to be, I want to see, so your take on this is that
Nothing happens.
it's funny, you can bet, so there with these betting sites, somebody was showing me,
Kalish?
you can bet anything on anything. You can bet on the Epstein files, you can bet on who's going to jail, you can bet on who's not going to jail.
Is it Kalish?
Like there's
check.
what do you call those things?
They
like
make more money than YouTube and Spotify combined.
Damn. Damn. Yeah, but gambling, by the way, is such a problem. It's such an invisible problem because people have it in their pockets.
Kalshi?
Yeah, it's
they're
becoming
huge.
crazy. Like you can bet on any tiny thing. Polymarket.
Pop culture,
Wow.
politics.
You can
news.
bet on the weather? That's
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, you can bet on
lit.
anything. And people are, and they're going broke. That shit is so bad. That is so bad, man. Like the biggest threat to young men is gambling, apparently. It's gaming, it's scrolling, it's porn, but it's actually gambling.
Sure, social media is up there.
It's
over
such,
gambling.
well, it's part of it. It's all part of it. Damn. I mean, I'm not a gambler and I'm tempted. It's like I could bet on anything. What do I know about?
I don't have that bug.
I don't either, thank God. It's a real bug too.
You've never had it even in short spurts when you're younger?
I never did.
Me and Jay did it when we lived together, but then it was like ruin our fucking day. Like you'd bet on the Broncos at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
They lose. You're like, well, fuck.
But when you win, it's like,
But you got to keep going. So
Yeah.
we'd come even. Like him and his wife bet all the time still.
Yeah, you're not betting for the money, you're betting on the juice.
the feeling is
Yeah,
incredible.
And MMA's fucking tough to bet on, man. I mean, there's ways to do it,
Yeah.
where you can play in your favor, but
My friend made a lot of money on baseball. The baseball, if you really understand
Baseball,
the game,
yeah.
he was good. Do you gamble, Chin?
I used to. I don't.
God, you look like you gamble.
Yeah, you
No,
look
my
like
dude, trust me.
God
My
damn, you look
friends,
like you
that's
gamble.
Secret gamble.
That's what they do. They gamble big time.
Are you living in a tent right now? Because you gamble so much.
Dude, I picked Chin up from his house. That place is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It looks like a big house, but it's actually a duplex that I
How
had
many
to take
times
one
you been
side.
downtown, Chin?
Since I moved here?
Yeah.
0.
Wow.
You've never been downtown.
I've been
invited him
downtown
the
before I
morning-
moved here.
I invited him the one time to Comedy Mothership. I invited him that morning. He's like, dude, way too late.
So you never have been.
It's last minute. How dare you? Let's not even go there.
You've never been downtown this whole time.
Since I moved here, no.
Why?
And then what am I going to do there?
Jim,
I've been to like a country music thing. So that was not downtown though.
Don't you want to
Sagebrush,
get out
unless that
and
is.
explore a little bit?
Yeah, my friends. By the way, my birthday's coming up, which I don't want to talk about. But my friends are like a huge
When's your
chunk of them are
B-day?
coming there.
49?
49.
I've known you
Yeah.
for like 12 years. When's your B-day?
He's younger than me.
It's gonna be 10 years. It's in April, so it's coming up.
I look forward to the days I have to shoot my test. Today's the day.
Oh, today, me too. It is fun.
Yeah, I just kind of like, get
But you do little micro injections in the tummy?
every
I
other
just do
day.
2 big boys.
Yeah.
And I hit the gym.
And you use a big needle?
Yeah.
Oof.
Old school.
What, you go all the way in the ass?
Oh, yeah.
God damn, right in the meat?
Yeah, it makes me feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't care? Does it hurt
like
though?
pumping
Doesn't
iron
it hurt
days.
like a motherfucker?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But not really. Not really.
You ever put it in your asshole? I mean, stick it right next to your shitter?
No.
Okay, just a
it's
question.
so tender there.
Tender
But
as
boy,
fuck.
I bet it'd go right in like a fillet.
Right in.
Like a
Just
fillet.
Zip.
Like sweet fucking warm.
They caught
butter.
a serial killer. He was a cannibal, and he couldn't feel. He said, "I can't feel anything," so he has to do extreme things. And he goes, "So it was just like always torture because nothing. I just was
Can't feel
walking around
anything.
it was like walking around in a vacuum."
Sure.
He said, I'm not laughing at this, but he had he's cannibal, and he had I think 12 hat pins in his anus.
But
like-
did he feel that?
Yes, because he would sit on and it would hurt.
sh-
And he goes, it was the only thing that made me feel. He put them in his anus, dude. He would go, oh,
You think you're having a rough day.
and
That guy's put needles in his anus to feel something.
bring up what a hat pin looks like. Just bring up what a hat
Everyone
pin
knows
looks
what a
like.
hat pin looks like.
Got to push ourselves a little bit here. Just like take a look at it for a second.
But I feel like you'd go in that anus pretty easily.
Like
That's a
these things?
hat pin.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it would go very easily in your anus. But
It's
now when you're
it's so tender around there.
well, that's a hat pin. He had a bunch of hat pins with that stuff.
You're gonna hit them hemorrhoids though.
You're gonna
all the
fuck-
veins
I
are right
mean-
around there.
Just wearing hat pins, like, sir, what are you doing?
Just to feel something. And you think you're having a bad day.
I mean, my
Grant,
God.
that guy was a serial killer.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of fucking killers, I told Chin this on the shop show on Monday. Did you ever, I've talked, we've been together so long, I've definitely talked about it. It's my favorite show when it was going on. Gigolos on Showtime.
No.
The male escorts?
Yes.
You know what it is,
yes,
right?
A long time ago.
Bro.
Is it back?
Oh no, I wish. Oh, I fucking wish. So I'm scrolling for something to watch. Gigolo murder. I'm like, Gigolo. And I'm thinking it's like the Long Island Gigolo murder.
Yeah.
Click on it. One of my favorite guys from the show murdered somebody.
No.
The guy Ash. He was like the sweet, like hippie,
Good-looking
like
guy,
earthy
too.
guy. Good looking. Yep. Murdered.
Oh,
a
no.
client.
What,
Murdered.
a woman?
Oh, yeah, a woman. Murdered her.
Hold on.
Hey, and just didn't like hit her like once. He beat her to death, sir.
Oh, no.
And he said they microdosed and he thought she was the devil. So he has prison for life.
Killed
They
her?
show her like kid pictures.
What?
They took mushrooms together. They meditated together and then he killed her.
Oh, no. What, did he have a psychotic break on mushrooms or something?
No, he's just a bad guy.
It was 10 a.m.
I don't know if you've heard
and
of it.
Kubiak was called.
Hey,
Oh
not to make
my
light of
God.
this, not to make light of this, but he's not famous, right? Like he's not famous.
Yeah.
His first call was to 2 other gigolos from the show, his 2 like closest friends at the time. He kills her. He calls them at like 3 a.m. They come over like, what the fuck, dude? You gotta. Hold on. He's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? The cops come and the guy's like, this is gonna be pretty big. And the cop's like, what? The cop has no clue. He's like some hard, tough-nosed Vegas cop. He's like, what? He's all,
This is all true? This is what you're saying?
yeah. The cop goes, what? And the guy goes, do you know who that is in there? And the guy's like, no. And he's like, he's from the show Gigolos. And the cop's like, the fuck is that? He's like, on Showtime, he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're referring to. There's a dead body in there, dude.
Oh my
And he's like, well, get ready for the mayhem. This guy's a celebrity. The cop's like, okay, bud, chill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bad guy.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. See, when you do mushrooms, you're like, ooh, look, I'm in a genie bottle. You can't kill people.
And in prison, he goes, I'm the victim here. You're just crazy.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He says he didn't do it.
So she had a brain tumor, I guess?
Yeah. And she was paying him as a client, and then they got really close.
It was a thyroid tumor. Mm-hmm. Very curable. And it wasn't cancer. Okay, never mind. Oh, boy. Yeah.
But man, that took a fucking turn I did not see.
Bro.
That's
Yikes. That is so nuts. Handsome fella.
women paid $800 to spend 200 hours and $3,000 for an overnight date. with him.
25 grand for the week. God, I mean, 25. You know how long a week is hanging out with that fucking weirdo?
Yeah. And so girls paid for him, though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird life, huh?
Yeah. What women are paying that much money?
Well, she had like no friends and her self-confidence, and she came from money, so she was looking for, you know, somebody.
This was the girl who was paying him?
Yeah.
She was beautiful.
She got murdered, I know.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of
So she was paying him. She was a client, or were they friends?
both. Like she would pay him, and then they would hang out, you know, but she was paying. She bought him a Corvette and stuff.
Yeah. There's already something weird going on there, right? You're already like, first of all,
You feel bad for the girl.
yeah, but you're also
because she's gorgeous.
You're a gigolo. That's something you got to. You're. I can buy his affection. That's already a kind of a sociopath.
Not
right?
her.
No, him.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Like already, you're like, oh, you're a sociopath. Like there's something going on with you. Obviously,
But for her, like she was a pretty girl. She came from money. It's like you want to shake her. I'm like, hey, you don't need to do this, man.
yeah,
I can put your picture on my Instagram right now. There's gonna be 1,000 fucking dudes who are probably, some of them are nice. They're gonna take you out and show you a good time. You don't need to pay this fucking weirdo. You know, like who are her friends?
and those mushrooms just untap the demon that was already inside him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that shit'll just highlight. What do they say? Alcohol just brings out who you really are.
So me, I'm just chill and nice.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you are.
crazy though, right?
You ever see people get drunk and they become assholes? It's
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
never
you're an
understood
asshole,
it.
though.
I never understood it, but then
Yeah.
I'd seen it in
I know
my
people like that
in my
where you're like,
face.
oh, you start fighting.
Yeah, it's weird.
You suck.
I don't see anything about her paying him. Let me
Oh no,
see.
she paid.
There's no credible evidence. Oh, conflicting accounts about
I
paying
think
it.
I think a lot of people are just born bad.
So it's conflicting.
You got bad and you got good. And you just have some people that are born bad. Like Cormac McCarthy calls them killers of men. And if they see an opportunity, they'll just kill you. They just, you know, you could be, well, what's his name? This guy, Lou Velosi, who I'm going to have on my podcast, wrote this book. He's a deep undercover DEA guy. Got a patch from the Hells Angels. Got a patch. Or the outlaw biker or something like that. But and he would have these guys wired, right? And he said he was with these guys, they were cartel guys, you know, and they're in the States, and they'd be drinking tequila shots, hanging, laughing, and then he would listen to them on the fucking in the van talking about how what we'll do is we'll get him back to the hotel, we'll cut his throat, we'll hang him up, we'll bleed him, and then we'll cut him up. Like it was like they were talking about
Making
and
a
he's
cake.
like, I was just hanging out with you guys. I've been hanging out with you guys for a month.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends.
No, you're dealing
Totally dispassionate.
this the world they come
Bad
from.
people, man.
Yeah.
Bad people. Just like and it was a group of them. It's like
But have you guys known like people? Because I'm sure everyone know people that when they drink they become evil, but when they take mushrooms, have you ever had a friend take mushrooms then they became like an asshole? Because I don't know.
so. I did ever tell you a story about how somebody said, "Hey, do you remember that guy? We were all hanging out. I can't remember when it was. I think it was in Canada.
I was there.
no. He said, do you remember that guy? And I said, no. And he goes, well, the guy. And I go, no, it was just a group of us. And there was a guy, I guess, in the group that I was in one time when I came off stage, or I can't remember what it was. And I knew one of the guys and I knew the group. And he said that guy was a serial killer. He got picked up for killing like a whole bunch of women.
Why?
And I said, but I don't remember. I said, remember the guy? He was just some regular looking guy. I think maybe the guy with the shirt or whatever. He goes, yeah. I go, I can't make his face out. He goes, exactly. He was he just was over there. He was over there, kind of quiet watching.
He's a serial killer?
Yeah. I guess I was in presence one. I don't remember it. But my friend said, hey, they caught this, and he was there that night. He was a friend of a friend's.
Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah,
serial
just hanging
killers
out.
like beers.
Just a regular guy until he's not.
Yep.
You don't know. Like, you don't know. You just don't know.
This podcast is going to be so dark. Keep talking about this shit. Like, there's that mass shooting in Canada. Another transgender. You see that?
Transgender?
Yep.
Another transgender? Huh. Really?
Confirm that, Chen.
But let's not report on that. Why didn't I read about that?
Let me see transgender first.
Yeah, you tend to.
It was a dude in a dress and makeup. So maybe not transgender, but definitely.
No, that would.
Definitely confused.
Yeah.
Wearing a dress and referred to as a gun person. Very possibly yet another trans shooter.
Probably on.
There you go.
Probably on
not
medication.
Not possible. It was. And why don't they report that?
Let's check out the Hungarian conservative.
Transgender shooter.
Identified as a woman since 2023.
God forbid you say this person had mental illness, right? God forbid. You say that whatever you were doing in Canada, you were giving her or him all these hormones that might have fucked with his developing brain. But let's not talk about that. Wow.
Police are so terrified of misgendering, they're calling the suspect a gun person.
That's why they say
that's Canada, man.
Peak insanity.
God, how soft are the head
Peak insanity. Well, this is what you get.
But that's it. Actual Canadians must be pulling their hair out because actual Canadians are fucking tough people.
I know they are.
But the leaders, they're the best. But the leaders of their country are so fucking soft.
Look at this. This absolute nut.
Biological male.
Absolute fucking crazy person.
Scroll engine.
Yeah, it's a dude.
So biological male began identifying as a girl in 2023. Of course, took his own life, coward. His uncle Russell confirmed his transgender identity.
Damn, 35 victims.
Oh my God.
35, 10 dead. High school?
17, so it has to be high school, yeah.
Yep. But you know what? They won't mention it. Yeah, that's normal.
Have you seen how many trans shooters there's been?
Yeah. But why are you surprised?
Top right picture.
Why are you surprised?
Not the shooter.
Obviously, this person is not of their right mind.
So apparently this isn't, they just messed up the picture, but this might be.
I wouldn't trust that fucking random post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to look back on this whole transgender movement and be like, holy
Already are.
fuck.
There's more and more lawsuits of people detransitioning.
Oh, yeah.
And going, I got sold a bill of goods. This psychiatrist, these doctors.
The parents should be in
who
prison, too.
mutilated me and rendered me sterile for the rest of my life because I was 14.
Yeah. The parents should be responsible, too.
Again, guys, like we're dealing with children again, okay? Again, like I don't know why those people get a pass. I really don't. I don't know why psychologists and stuff who were advising children to mutilate themselves, to make themselves sterile, I don't know why they get a pass either, because they shouldn't.
Ching, give me something happy.
Yeah. And by the way, it said secondary school. Yeah, not that really matters, but age 11 to 18.
That's like a mix of middle and high.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so check this out. This is in Australia, and the newscast describes it perfectly, so just watch.
Evening violence has spilled out onto Melbourne's notorious King Street.
A hard hit from behind and a hard fall straight down. It was thrown by the victim's mate. The two men had arrived at Bar 20 around 9:20 last night, but inside they were asked to leave. The men were ejected for being offensive to dancers and other staff.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he got kicked out of a strip club.
But did that guy get knocked out?
Yes.
But then he ended up getting up and they took off.
That was
together.
a tough one. Just go.
And then
I bet they're in the car and he's like, dude, what the fuck?
Drunk as shit. The next day, his head's all fucked up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hey, just throw it with 2 hands. Like that. Like, what are you going to do, bro?
Yeah,
Moron.
that's pretty bad.
Oh, that's just right on the old noggin.
Oh my God. They're all
Right
laughing.
on the old noggin.
That is funny.
And his friend was like,
Oh, God.
His friend's like, ah, fuck.
shit.
Oh, man. Gotta have bouncers.
All right, so this
You ever
next
bounce?
one.
Yeah.
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 You ever have to get into a tussle?
No, not really. It
Dust up?
was like me, Brandon Thatch, Cody Donovan, all UFC fighters.
Oh, boy.
No one fucked with.
Yeah, no.
All right, so this is a dangerous little pass in Chile, and I had to screen record it so it's bigger and I can show you what happened. So I'll just play it for you.
It's a dangerous pass. What do you mean?
I guess it's known for people robbing people. Like, you know when it's like it narrows down a highway?
Yeah.
So they'll just stop. So you can see she's saying something about like, I heard this is a dangerous area. And this car right there, you can see it stopping.
Tight move.
Nice.
Damn, they're going to get out and rob them.
There you go.
So I'll play it for one more time.
Tight.
good. Let's
Fuck.
watch that
Damn, he
again.
was
That
just
was
going to
good.
close them in and then rob them?
Yep.
Yeah.
People came out with guns.
You got to just gun it. Run them over.
That guy fucked up. Boom.
Nice.
Good for
Ooh,
them.
That was a tough one. That guy's hips are going to hurt for a
Good. Good.
Flew over the.
Hopefully it
Yeah,
broke
pass,
his
too.
fucking hip.
Fucked up,
Piece of
too.
shit.
Yeah. Came out with their guns.
Yeah, so that's the move if that ever happens to
He's
anyone.
like, man, I've heard this is a dangerous road. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Okay. We talked about this on the last episode. No, let's go to this one first. This guy won, I think it was a bronze medal. And he had recently, have you seen this, Brian?
I haven't seen it.
He had recently cheated on his girlfriend, lost her. And then this is him when they're interviewing him about his actual race.
This girl.
So he said he
all right.
took a chance to get her back. That was love. Like, but then his teammates and people in the community are saying like the guy that won the gold medal, this took all the attention away from that dude because everyone's talking about this. And he goes, I apologize for that. Hopefully,
Type move. He can't win.
It's a good one.
Oh, hey, you piece of shit. He's like, no, I know. I'm sorry.
It's a great way. I know he won a gold, but I'm dying.
Hopefully she takes him back, though.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I doubt it.
That's a serious mea culpa.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for him, though.
Yeah, so we talked about
You ever talked about her on Monday?
Jake Paul's girl, but I didn't realize she actually broke the record. So
Yeah.
she won gold medal and broke the record.
Like best of all time, GOAT. Mm-hmm. Your girl looks like that, and she's the GOAT. Excuse
GOAT.
me.
And then you can see Jake Paul.
Excusez-moi. Good for him. Look at him.
Yeah.
I'd be crying, too.
Yeah, so that's pretty adorable, I think.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Good for him, man.
And this thing, I didn't realize the Bad Bunny thing was this big of a deal, but it's everywhere on the news too. So
She's that upset about it?
this is Megyn Kelly talking about it to Pierce Morgan.
Does she also not know Bad Bunny songs like me?
Let's see.
What the fuck?
Let me refresh.
But to get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America.
I don't think so at all. I just don't. I think this is
They're more like-
this is conservatives being the chaperone in the corner, going no dancing over there. Like I just think we're taking this way too seriously. People speak Spanish in this country. People speak a lot of languages in this country. This guy's a very talented performer who performed, and I said before, I thought visually it was great. I like the music. I like that culture. By the way, a lot Latin people who come to this country tend to be super American after a while, or at least very conservative, if that's what you're worried about. I just don't, it doesn't bug me, man. It doesn't, I don't know. I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
I don't. I think it's just an artistic expression, and artistic expressions are all over the map. Opera is sung in Italian, and when you're an American, you learn Italian so you can sing opera. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
If it's cool, then play it if it's cool music. That's what. There's so much politics behind it now, so I don't know.
No, I got people I know just they were really pissed about it. I was like, oh.
I'm not pissed about it, but I do think it should be an American pastime.
So you do have
I'm not
feelings
pissed
about it, though.
but I'm not far off from Megyn Kelly. I also don't.
That would
care.
be boring to me after a while.
The worst thing is the game sucked.
Yeah. So Jake Paul, he said something prior to the halftime show.
Yeah, well, he lives in Puerto Rico.
And then he's, yeah. But after he posted, he got so much hate, and then he had to like correct himself here.
Hey, I love Bad Bunny. I don't know what happened on my Twitter last night.
He freaked out, yeah.
I love my brother, and I don't agree with this. Puerto Ricans are Americans, and I'm happy they were given the opportunity to showcase the talent. Yeah, by the way, the Puerto Ricans are Americans. Mm-hmm. That's another one.
So this is him complaining. It's too long. Americans. But then, yeah, anyway, he apologized. He says he loves Bad Bunny. But once again, I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. And this is your boy Holland Williams on the Steve-O podcast.
People who are illegally in America.
Right.
It's like the majority of them are murderers.
No, that's a fallacy. That's a huge fallacy. Think about it.
You said the majority
of immigrants.
7 billion people on the planet. What percentage of those human beings in all cultures across the globe would you say are murderers? Less than 1.1%. How many human beings wake up every day and go, I'm going to take the life of another human? It's such a small percentage.
That's right.
So to then say, let's say there's 30 million illegals, to say that most of them are murderers, that's improbable.
Yeah.
It's probably, the reality is 0.1% of them are murderers. Now they're bad people, they're murderers, so they shouldn't be here, but most of them are not.
Correct.
Well, okay, fair point, but many of them are trafficking fentanyl.
Yeah, there's look,
Man,
when
Steve-O's
you're
off
here
on this.
illegally and you might not have the means to go through legal channels to work or find a way to feed your family or whatever, there
Harlan's
might be a
guy,
propensity
too.
for you
He's
to
out the
have to
window.
do illegal activity to feed yourself and keep your lifeline going. So that's more probable, but murder doesn't make sense.
The majority of people who are considered criminals who have been deported, which is 14%, were not violent criminals. They were engaged in identity fraud and actually breaking the law by coming in here. And then they were like DUI and stuff like that. Which, by the way, DUI is dangerous because you could kill somebody. So you should be deported for that. But yeah. But for the most part, no.
Yeah, I mean, to say all illegal
Very few people are
murderers
violent criminals because violent crime is actually by nature.
Now, regardless whether they're murders or not, you can't have open borders. You just can't.
Correct.
That's the big.
If you think you can have open borders, take the door off your house. That's all. Invite some people in. That's all.
Yep. Is that it, Jen?
That's it.
Man, no developments on the Guthrie case.
Unless something
I thought you were on it too.
Here.
I thought you were on it.
I know, man. I've been on the news cycle. Nothing new.
Well, guys, the good news is I'll be in Port Charlotte, Florida.
You got this week off, though?
21. I got this week off, and I'm loving it. And I'm just hanging out with my kids. I love you all. Thank you guys for being, part of this thing. We're going to start on Patreon. We're going to start live streaming and taking your questions on Patreon.
Yeah.
So we can figure this out. So that's the good news. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Thanks for all your comments, good and bad, and being engaged with us. We will continue to try to be enlightening and funny. Oh, sorry.
That's gay. All right.
And you're truckless. You're truckless right now?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
This is the Fire and the Kid. We're out.